Hey guys, I'm back again with a brand new video for you all, and today I brought you top 10 teams for the Open Great League for the last week to push the ELO. And after this week we'll be having new season, so let's enjoy all these Pokemons before the nerf, like Annihilapes, Mantines, Glygars, Skarmories, Lanturns, and everything else. Let's enjoy all these mons for the last ride. And these teams are going to be pretty quick to run, pretty easy to understand for the last week, so that we don't have to use our full mind and full everything. So without any further ado, let's start the video. The first team is Skarmory, Double Fighter, Annihilate, and Poliwrath. Now this team is getting a lot of popularity in Twitch and YouTube lately. Just recently, everybody's like using this team, and I found this team very helpful and useful and very interesting. I came up with the video using Shadow Machamp instead of Poliwrath, just to kind of get started for the next season, and you guys can check that video out. Exactly the same team, just I used Shadow Machamp instead of Poliwrath, and it was quite good. I used Shadow Machamp for the save swap the entire time, so same goes for this team. Use Poliwrath for as the save swap, and Annihilate as the finisher. Just bait out the fighter counter. You've got a flyer up front, and very good answer against those Charmers and Fairy types with your Skarmory in the lead, and both the Pokemons at the back are weak against the Fairy types and other flyers as well. Well, this team is going to be a little weak against Deoxys. It can be the core breaker, and those Talonflames and Skeleturges. Those can be the core breakers, and also a little difficult against Charjabug. Charjabug can be the core breaker because it can beat Poliwrath and Skarmory both. It's kind of neutral against Annihilate. If Annihilate lands the Shadow Ball, then it's going to be good. But if you find Charjabug in the lead with your Skarmory, then just save swap into your Poliwrath, then you're going to be just fine. They have to land the Discharge, right, in order to take out the Poliwrath. Well, Volt Switch are doing a lot of damage, but it's a fast move, and you can always go for that debuff with your Icy Wind, and if you land the Scald, it's going to do a very good damage against that, even against that Charjabug. And same goes with the Lantern. Lantern is kind of core breaker as well, so not a lot of core breakers. It's just 6 or 7 Metamons that are core breakers. Well, everyone is using this team, so yeah, and this team is good. I have used it. I have brought a video for you. I've won against those Charjabug leads. I've won against those, I think, Deoxys leads in that video. You can go check that out, but I've used Shadow Machamp instead of Poliwrath. So moving on to another team, it's gonna be Bastiodon Double Ghost. Now you can also run Annihilate in place of Trevenant or Sableye. Now Bastiodon up front, very good against those Fairy and Flyers, and you got a Dark type Sableye at the back, and also Double Ghost there. Kind of weak to Skarmory. The backline can be a little bit, well, it is neutral, but still gonna be hard time with Skarmory. That is why we got Bastiodon up front, and Bastiodon is weak against those fighters, and we got 2 ghosts at the back to deal with those fighters, and it's gonna be like cool with this team. And both the backline is weak against Wigglytuff. Bastiodon like kills Wigglytuff with ease, so that's how it's gonna be with this team, and very like pretty fun team as well this is going to be. And moving on to another team, it's going to be ABA Electric type team. And yeah, I brought multiple videos with this team in my channel. You can check them out. ABA Electric. You can also run Gligar in the lead. A lot of other players run Gligar in the lead, but what I do is I run ABA, I run Charjabug in the lead, and then Lantern at the back. I only swap if there is like something like Bastiodon in the lead. I swap into my Lantern if there's a Bastiodon in the lead, and if there's a Talonflame, for example Talonflame, then I swap into my Gligar. So that's how I play with this team. This is kind of a like a very balanced team. If you find fighters, you just stay, right? Sometimes a lot of the fighters are gonna swap if they see you. Like Poliwrath is gonna swap if they see Charjabug for a lot of times, and Annihilate might stay for like few time there, but they're eventually gonna swap or get like Discharge, or you'll get a shield. And yeah, this is a fun team. Even if you find Shadow Dragonair then in the lead, then just stay. You can just stay, or you can just soft lose and then play likewise. Yeah, this team handles pretty much a lot of the meta, and this is a very good team. Moving on to another team, it's going to be Mantine and Annihilate and Gligar. Again, ABA style team, ABA Flyer. You can also run Annihilate in the lead, make it ABB, but I like it this way. Swap only if we see Lantern, Chargebugs, those guys, or else we'll just stay there. If you find fighters will swap. If you find Skarmory, you just stay there. If you find Skarmory, you stay. If you find Altaria, you stay. Yeah, just swap if you find Lantern and Chargebugs, or even Galvantulas. If you find Bastodon, swap. Yeah, Bastodon swap. And what am I missing? Skarmory, stay. Fireflyers, stay. Skeletors, stay. Those are the popular leads. Grass lead, stay. Wigglytuff lead, stay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing to like. That is why I brought you these kind of teams. Like, there's nothing, there is not much to like think of using these teams. That's kind of easy to run these teams, and yeah, both the Pokemons run wing attack and counters. It's kind of easy to deal with like these fast moves, and yeah, these. Let's enjoy all three of these months, right? Before the nerf, and yeah, just the final week, and it's gonna be like fun with these Pokemons. Like, these were my favorite Pokemons during this season. Until this season, Mantines, Gligars, Nalips, all the Metamons. Damn, man, we're gonna miss you guys. Moving on to another team, it's going to be A/, Mantine, and Quagsire. Now, this proved to be a very strong team. Now, a few drawbacks, obviously, like a few of the core breakers there, but this team like really was good and produced very good results. Like, you got double water there. Yeah, again, Quagsire and Mantine, both water types, but don't share the same weaknesses. Quagsire being weak against grass, Mantine is not weak against grass, and Sandslash can't take care of grass. Sandslash is weak against fires, and we got two good answers against the fire at the back. And if you find fighter in the lead with your alone Sandslash, and Quagsire is going to be the safe swap. It's just gonna be a cool team. This is tight team, very cool team. And again, Skarmories, Altarias, Fires, Fighters, Grass, Bastodons, Wigglytuffs, Victreebels, Nalibs, Poliwraths, a lot of the things we can handle with this team, even the Dragons. Yeah, this is a cool team. Moving on to another team, it's going to be Cresselia, Lickitung, Poliwrath, another very strong team, one of my favorite team, but very weak to Skarmory. Keep that in mind. If you find Skarmory in the lead with your Cresselia, you can just take one Sky Attack and then save swap into your Lickitung. And Poliwrath against Skarmory is not good for Skarmory either. And Poliwrath with shields can actually win against Skarmory. So that is going to be a little drawback. And those Talonflames as well, a little weak, because counters from Poliwrath is resisted. You need to land the move. And Cresselia is going to struggle against them as well. But other than that, I don't see any of the, any other core breakers. Those were the core breakers there. Yeah, this is a very strong team. This might help you guys. So that is why I put this team in this list. And moving on to another team, it's going to be Registeel Double Flyer, this time ABB. Registeel, now, I don't think there's much to understand about this team. Registeel being weak against ground and fighting, you got very good answers against those at the back, like Annihilate, Poliwrath. We also got answer against Whiscash, and Quagsire can also be beaten by both Quagsire and Mantine. Registeel is weak against those, and yeah, those Lanturns and Chargebug. If it's in the lead, then you gotta stay with your Registeel. And yeah, pretty cool team. Altarias and Skarmory just stay in the lead, and that's pretty much how you play with this team. This team actually might help you and help to succeed. This is a pretty cool team. Moving on to another team, it's going to be Annihilate and double weak against fighting at the back. So you can also put Bastodon instead of alone Sandslash. A lot of the players do that. I kept Annihilate and alone Sandslash and Dugong. Dugong is going to be the safe swap for a lot of the time, for like almost all the time. Dugong is going to be the safe swap in this team. Just bait out those fighters and you're gonna do good with this team. Now, talking about flyers, 2 financiers against the flyers, and Anilip kind of struggles against those. Anilip is the only one who can deal with the other Anilip if there's any in the opponent's team. That is the problem with this team, but this team can run fine. It can run cool, and you can always bait out the Anilip with your Dugong. Moving on to another team, it's going to be Altaria, Gligar, and Skarmory. Triple flyer. Even though they are triple flyer, they do not share the same weakness, so that is why I kept here. You can also run Skarmory in the lead to like make it ABB against those ice type Pokemons. If you run Altaria and Gligar like up front in the Altaria and Gligar at the back, it's gonna be very weak against the ice. And you can put Skarmory in the lead and bait out ice with your Altaria safe swap or Gligar safe swap. That's how you can run it. And yeah, there's nothing to explain about this team. This was also recommended once in PVPOKE, and that is why I kept this in this list. And yeah, this is pretty safe to run unless you find those old Sandslash and Dugongs up against your Gligar and Altaria, and that's why I run Skarmory in the lead. So let's just keep it in the lead here. You can just do this, and yeah, that looks better. Moving on to another team, Bastodon and Toxic Team. Bastodon, Wigglytuff, and Victory Bell. The thing is, sometimes you gotta use a Toxic Team, right? Sometimes you gotta use Toxic Team, and a lot of the players use this team at the end of the season actually to like climb the elo. That's why I put this team in this list. And that is it, guys, and I hope you like the content for the last week. You gotta use these teams, and if you like the content, then please leave a like and comment and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Thank you so much, guys.